Welcome back, everyone. We're once again at the Proctor house, and in this episode, we'll frame up the walls, roof, windows, and sheet the roof. So go ahead and hit that like button if you feel so inclined. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. You'll notice the whitewood in the gable end of the roof. We're beefing up the old rafter with a center support and bottom cord. Then we'll nail 3/4 inch plywood to it to support an LVL with a hanger for our new rafters to set on. And while Cameron and Seth are building out the two end rafters, I'll start laying out our side walls so we can begin building them. I understand that people like to hear the chatter and noise from a job site video, but with copyright music blaring and all the cussing that goes on, I muted the sound so I stay in good standing with YouTube. I do apologize in advance for all that. Air nailer started jamming again, so it's right back to the old faithful, the impulse bypass load. Unfortunately, most of my air nailers need to be rebuilt, so in the meantime we'll get by. We're going to go ahead and put the house wrap on while the wall is laying on the floor. That way it'll save us a little time and ladder work later on. With the wall house wrapped and top plated, it's time to stand it up. 3 guys have usually no problem standing a 20-foot wall like this, but because the extra people were milling around, we had them help. And it was a good thing too, because one of the areas was not trimmed quite enough to stand the wall all the way up, without some gentle persuasion being added. Ah yes, the dreaded frame and reframe wall. Originally there were to be no windows in this wall. After framing it, it was decided to use a couple windows that were overbought and on hand. So we tore it apart, framed for the windows without looking at them, then realized they were not tempered and only sat off the floor by 10 inches, requiring tempered. So out they went and we reframed once again to get the right rough openings for a tempered egress window. After much debate between the three foremans on this job and the owner, we got a height for the ridge board to carry the rafters of the roof. I had originally wanted to drop the wall height 2 inches, got overruled, and we went with 7'6". By doing that, our ridge could have sat where it is and ended up with a 4'12". But by doing as we did it, it ended up being about a 3.5 12 pitch. While we waited for the correct size of windows, we started to put rafters up. It's not a tough process, but it does require a little knowledge of pitches or angles. And as I said in a previous video, a little extra forethought at the beginning of this, and we could have used trusses and saved some time. After getting the correct rough openings, or ROs, on the windows, we finished framing the other sidewall, and then sheeted it, house wrapped it, and stood it. We were then able to finish our rafters. Even though this video is not my best, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I've had an issue with the updates to my iMovies program and have to fight every step of the way. Also, this job has not been what I would classify as a smooth process. More on that later. But as always, thanks for watching, and please take care out there.